Hello there, unfortunate audience. My name is Voltario, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on Security Breach before it comes out. I'm not going to get into the... I'm going to give like 2 or 3 theories on what I think might happen. But I'm not going to get into the lore, and I'm not going to get into the specifics of gameplay. I have tried 4 fucking times now to record this video, and I keep hitting a dead end where I feel like I'm sounding like a dumbass. So I'm going to try to just talk about the game and what I think about it. And if a theory I have is right, then it is right, and I get to brag about it for the end of time. So, yeah. I had like this entire debate in my head, by the way, in the previous recording here that I'm not going to bring up now. I'm just going to briefly bring it up because why not? Where I thought for a second, I looked at the scene, and I thought it looked suspicious because it feels like the camera's higher up than usual. It doesn't look like you're nearly as short as like the kid, so I theorized that you might have been the security guard, but I don't know. Perspective is tricky for me. Clearly, I mean, I have trouble with perspective. My eyes are terrible, so I wouldn't know. But it felt like you were slightly taller, and the theory I had was like, maybe you're playing as a security guard at that point in time, because not only are you taller, but you're also having what seems to be a delusion of Vanny, because it doesn't look like she's real. This looks like some sort of freaking acid trip, and I thought maybe this might be like the point where the double personality takes over, because there was a theory going around that Vanessa and Vanny are the same person. So maybe like this is where that happens. I don't know. That was a brief theory. The more I think about it, the less I think it might be true, because like not only do the flashlight of the security guard and the kid are the exact same, so there's no way to tell if it's actually the security guard, but at the like on all the trailers, like especially the one early on, it looks like you're playing as the kid right away. Like you're like where was it scene? There's a scene where you're sprinting towards the door. I don't know where that is, but there's basically a scene where you sprint towards the door as the kid, and that makes it seem like you play as soon as the game starts. You play as the kid, so I don't know. Though, then again, in other trailers, there have been moments where you saw the security guard again. So I don't know if they constantly, if theory about her being Vanessa is a thing where they constantly go back and forth, or if they're actually 2 separate characters. It is hurting my brain to think about it. Anyways, that was just a tangent about an argument I had last episode that I'm not going to get into again. That's it. That's all I'm talking about it. But onto the game itself, I think it looks incredible. Like, honestly, for FnaF standards, holy shit. This beats out practically, well, almost every FNAF game out there. I still think FNAF VR looks slightly better, and well, not better, but like more FNAF-y, because this one just, I'm not gonna lie, this one hit me with fucking whiplash when I saw the trailers and I saw how cartoony they were going for it, because I always assumed FNAF was gonna go for a hyper-realistic sort of setting, but everyone here looks like a cartoon character, so I don't know. Like in FNAF VR, everything felt like it was made out of something real, like, and so I thought they were gonna do that again for the next game, but when it was revealed that they weren't doing that, I wasn't mad or anything. Like, no, I absolutely love how the game looks. I just had sudden whiplash. I was like, whoa, we're going this direction now. Alright. Was not expecting this. The lighting in this game, though, incredible. Top notch. I like how it's going out for, coming out on PS4 and PC simultaneously. That is very nice. It's not every day where you see a simultaneous release like that. So that's very, very nice. Now, I'm not going to talk about the music, but because, like, what the fuck am I supposed to talk about? The trailer music? but I will talk about the areas. First of all, I will mention, I have yet to see a Golden Freddy statue. Not Golden Freddy as in the character Golden Freddy, but like a statue that is Freddy but golden. God damn it, I hate this series. I have yet to see that statue in this trailer, so I am a bit suspicious. I assume it's like at the front of the restaurant, but from the looks of it, it wasn't there, so I don't fucking know. I'm just saying, if they got rid of it, I'm going to be severely pissed off. I think I just spotted the recharge station. Those, well, actually, maybe those are just like the batteries on the doors. There seems to be like a lot of those safe spaces where you can stay inside and like close the doors on the animatronics, and maybe they eventually leave. And one of the things I was thinking about was, like, what would you possibly do there? Maybe that's where you check the cameras instead of having access to it constantly. Maybe like that's the only place where you're allowed to use them. But like, what would you possibly do there other than like recharge your stuff and check the cameras? Maybe it's like a point where you can like plan out what you're gonna do next. Because if this is on a time limit and this game's on a time limit or something, then that might be what it is. That might be like a planning room of sorts. You get like a breather from constantly being chased by animatronics to be able to think about where you're going and what the layout is and make a plan. That sounds interesting. That might be what it is.
Would you like to take a short survey about your experience?
By the way, I do think they're going to make you take a survey at the end of this game. I think it's going to be a joke. It's not going to be funny, and I'm going to be pissed off. Did you enjoy the experience? No. Why or why not? I was murdered! Now, I don't know if this game is going to have multiple endings, because the ones in FnaF VR, which was the latest FNAF game, there was only really one ending, and that was the bad ending. You either get trapped behind a door, possessed and taken over, or a third ending, which I completely forgot, because those are the only two endings that really matter. And so I don't know if I don't think this game's going to have multiple endings. Usually FNAF games that have multiple endings are games that are meant to be the finale of the series or have joke endings. Never has a FNAF game had multiple endings and it actually splits like the timeline in some sort of way. There's always a canonical ending, and I doubt this is the final FNAF game, by the way. I freaking doubt it. Although I think it might be sort of, because when you think about it, and what everyone else has been thinking about, like how you might be able to redeem Vanessa before she manages to murder a child in this game or something like that, and that might be the good ending. If she dies, the glitch trap goes away, but then like you're left with a few loose ends. What about Baby? What about this? Well, no, the Stitch Race was gone, but what about like that weird Afton amalgamation? What about all those strange things? And what about Music Man? Because there's no fucking way Music Man is not like inherently malicious. I'm hell-bent on, I am like 100% what the fuck is the word I'm thinking of? Convinced, fucking Christ. I'm 100% convinced that Music Man is inherently evil. Fucking Christ, that took way too long to think about. God damn it. I'm proud to be American, cause at least I know I'm free. But I do think that at the ending of this game, we're only gonna get the answers to like one or two things. One of two things, actually. We're either gonna get the answer to what happens to Vanny and Glitchtrap, or what happens to Baby. Because I do not think they're gonna do both in this one game. I have no reason to think so. I just think so. I do not need to back up my theories, because yes. Now obviously, something is causing these animatronics to go haywire, and I think it's pretty obvious that that's Glitchtrap. That scene still fucking confuses me, because if it's the kid, why is he having delusions of her? Why is the screen going staticky? It seems like it'd be the security guard, but I don't know. This scene still freaking evades me. My words are evading me while watching the scene. Still super suspicious. And I have not heard a single person, or watched a single person, try to even, like, make out what that scene is. That, or what's in Music Man's mouth. Because if you look closely to Music Man, there's, like, something in his mouth. I don't know if it's the back of his skull or anything, but it looks like there's something there. I don't know if that's his endoskeleton or anything, but it looks like there's something there, and that still freaks me out. Like, the bathrooms look a little bit strange if you think about it for a second. Are they let me think. It looks like you're in the girls' bathroom, because there's only like toilets. There's no urinals. Actually, it looks like you're in a gym. Why would there be a gym in a FNAF well, maybe it's like a cargo gym or something, like for all the people that handle cargo or shit. I don't know. I am questioning this now.
Keep moving and try not to draw attention to yourself.
That's another thing I find weird. Keep moving and try not to draw attention to yourself. Keep moving to where? And he also says there might be another way out. Are we wait a minute. Is the good ending finding the second way out while the bad ending is just waiting the night away and like failing to go the other way out or something? That might actually be what it is. And also keep moving and don't draw attention to yourself. Why would you? Do the animatronics always know where you are, or have like a general location and like they swoop the entire area? And actually, I think that might be it. The animatronics are always gonna know where you are. They're always gonna chase you, and the safe rooms are only there so you have like a breather and you can lock them out for a limited amount of time. But you can't lock them out forever. That's why they have the little battery things next to the doors. It is all making sense now. That all makes sense. And that area is for you to plan your stuff, so you can plan what to do next and how to like escape earlier than before or anything or something like that. That seems like what it is. It makes logical sense. So yeah. All in all, I think this game is going to be a blast to play. It looks great. It sounds like it might be an enjoyable time. I hope to God they actually sort of make it terrifying, because from what I've seen, it has not been even remotely scary. This game, I will reiterate this now, because I don't think I've ever said this before on a video that actually went public, but FNAF 4 has and always will be the best FNAF game in terms of horror, and no one else can fucking convince me otherwise. No other game has gotten to that point, other than maybe FNAF VR, and even then, they could have made it scarier if they didn't fucking piss over themselves and go, nah, instead of doing the actual FNAF 4 remake, let's just remake some fun custom nights for FNAF 4. Like, no, fuck you. That was a terrible idea. You did FNAF 1, 2, and even 3, but you couldn't do 4, you fucking pussies? Yeah, sure, whatever. You were just pissing your pants because you knew that if you remade that shit, you would fucking have strokes and dies. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still pissed off about that. It's been years, but I'm still pissed off about that. That's the only other thing I have. That's like the last thing I have to say, is that I hope that at some point in this game, it actually looks terrifying, because I'm not gonna lie, this game looks fucking ridiculous. Like, the way they run towards you, it looks like an amputated chihuahua. Like, fucking look. It does look fun though, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This has been my thoughts and opinions. I hope I'm right about something, and I'll see you guys hopefully when this game comes out, or if it doesn't come out, literally the next day, at your bed, at the foot of your bed. I will be at the foot of your bed.